Hello. Welcome back to another Legally Medical podcast episode. This is Liz.
This is
Why you laughing? Okay. What happened?
This is Esther.
This is Henny.
And this is Binti.
Is it Madam Snap that made you laugh?
Her and a scarf.
Madam Snap.
You know what I was waiting on for you to say snap, but then you said sink, so I said
we've been saying sink for the past 10 weeks.
So then I was ready to hold her accountable for saying, why did you say snap?
Meanwhile, you are the one who was saying
dumbass.
Hanipher.
I just not.
Anyway, if you don't understand what just happened, it's okay. Elizabeth, please don't cough us to death. Thanks.
Drink water.
Go and drink water.
Hey.
Are you done?
No.
She coughs in a fun. Is she out there?
She's coughing and she's staying lying down.
I know. She's like this.
She's coughing with her chest forward like a Nigerian movie. She's gyrating.
Okay, so this lady, she was booking for her 28th birthday.
Was it her or her friend?
Her and her sister.
And her sister.
So
it was
she books in, and then they accepted her. So she was making a deposit, but because before you book, you have to proof of ID and stuff.
Yeah.
So when the owner saw this was a black person, she said, no, you can't come in here because we've had so many incidents. Yeah, because you're black. Like that was.
She didn't even say because we've had so many incidents. Because we're black.
Said it
because the girl
to her message.
Yeah. So, and I'm like, wow, where is the world going? Like, in there in your face, because you're black, you can't come to this property. We've had so many instances.
She didn't say we've had so many instances in the beginning. She said she then later went ahead and said something about we were all taught to respect others and blah blah. I'm like, you're still not saying you've had so many. I think it's us that's just making the connection. Maybe I think she eventually said it, but in the beginning she just said you can't come. Sorry, we can't give you because you're black.
No, but then also, even though there has been instances of other black people, doesn't justify the fact that it's me who is who I'm gonna be trouble. So
when white people or other non-black people destroy properties or do something to theirs, do you then say you're not going to give every other white person Airbnb?
Yeah. So that was
like that's my thing. Like I understand. I'm not saying that what those people or the people that they've had that experience with did in the past is right. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying like if you're going to equate or if you're going to make a set of rule for a certain group of people, make that same set of rule for everybody, because I'm pretty sure a lot of other non-black people have done the things that you're saying you've experienced. I'm very sure. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of schoolies, I've seen a lot of bachelor weekend getaway people destroy places, hotels and stuff. I've seen it. So does that mean that these people now don't let white people in? That's my thing. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? And there are two girls coming to stay in your freaking Airbnb. How fucking dare you?
Yeah. So
where was this? Sorry,
I don't think
was this in the US?
Here in Victoria. They were going in a regional, regional Victoria.
Wow.
So, and I'm like, wow, that's quite a. I think she even mentioned the property.
She said that it's the ultimatum that the building manager gave them. I said, okay, so if a building manager gives you this ultimatum, why are you accepting it? Why are you asking them as well if they're setting the same rule for other people? Is it just the black people that's destroyed? Also, please, black people. I don't like to say that we shouldn't do bad things or whatever. I mean, we shouldn't do no one should do bad things, point blank, period. But I always feel the need to say to my fellow black people, like, because these people already see us a certain way, we now need to be extra careful about how we act. But it also pisses me off that we now have to be extra careful because they already see us a certain way as well. So it's a double-edged sword. At the end of the day, if you're gonna be pissed off that if you're gonna be upset about the fact that someone is doing something wrong or damaging property or whatever it is, let me know. I'm just tired. Honestly, I'm just
yeah, that was really shocking. And And it was when I went on to Twitter, people were calling out A and B, whatever, to do
Airbnb.
something. Airbnb to do something.
But they did.
Yeah, maybe delist the property from the website and stuff. But
They responded.
I hope
What they
they
say?
responded.
I think they apologized to her. I was reading it, but because I was so revved up, I had to just close the whole thing. But I do remember seeing an apology and saying that they also don't condone discrimination or something like that. I don't know what else they did in terms of action when it comes to the actual property.
Yeah. That is all rude in all kind of ways. Yeah.
That's just extreme. I'm actually so shocked by it right now that I have no words.
Honestly, I'm not shocked. I'm pissed off, but I'm not shocked because this happens all the time. Like this
time.
literally
Oh, yeah, it
happened to
does.
that guy in Sydney who was working at a cafe, and the customer literally said they don't want him to serve them because he's black.
Oh.
It literally just happened, even especially during the spike of Black Lives Matter. That's when in Sydney, right here, that's when it just happened
Because they're black.
because
his
he's
face.
black.
Okay,
What's
whoever
that
he was
supposed to mean? Because I'm
And
black,
the
you can't
manager
serve
was trying
me.
to get him off the floor because of that and say, you know how these people are. Why are you trying
are
to
you
get
kidding
him
me?
off the floor? Why not tell the customer to leave?
Customers to get
they say
out.
customer is always right. That's bullshit.
That's
And
bullshit.
But in that
if-
sense, it's not right.
It's not, because that's racism and discrimination. What the heck? I don't
And it was
understand.
in his face, and then you're not telling him to
no,
leave.
they said it after. I don't think they said it to the black guy's face. They requested for the manager to not get him. I think that was it wasn't to his face, and then the manager had to tell him that sorry, blah 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 blah. I'm like, why? This one customer, because I understand one customer can influence other customers, but when it comes to racism and discrimination, you would have hope that even if this one customer tries to influence other people, they're not going to jump on board because this is not right. If you don't start picking up all these idiotic, typical, stupid, neurotic, devilish people, nothing is going to change.
Yeah, so
nothing
it's
is
more
going
like
to change at all.
Yeah, so like the manager or whatever is enabling their behavior.
Exactly. And
So-
that's what keeps happening, especially in that posh area of Sydney. It was around Bondi or wherever it was. Bondi.
Yeah, then whatever. Then let them go and live in their little cage where it's gonna be only white people.
Let
you
them
know?
go and find another cafe.
Yeah,
And if
oh.
you lose business over it, you shouldn't. That's when you should actually fight.
Yeah.
You fight and say racism should not be condoned. You see
Yeah.
more people will come to your business and stuff because no.
And also, some people just don't care. They, just
They
can't be
don't care.
bothered,
They care
so-
more about the money than basic human decency. And I do understand as a business and whatnot, even with this Airbnb, I understand the need to want to keep bringing in that income. I get it. But also when it comes to doing the right thing.
The right thing, yeah.
Come on. If it was your family that was being treated like that, they wouldn't stand for it. So why are you standing for it when it's happening to someone
To
else?
someone else, yeah. There's some people who would make the big, the kind of people who would make the loudest kind of noise in the
if
media.
it's happening to them,
If
yeah.
it's happening to them, but they believe it's okay to happen to somebody else because of their color. So yeah, that's
Because
kind
I understand, because they don't really understand.
and they always
you
give
know,
the
blah, blah.
shittiest kind of excuses.
Excuse, thank you.
Yeah.
They're like, they were brought up in a different time. Fuck that. Brought up in what different
In a
time? What do you
racist
mean?
time.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Those are the kind of people I feel like who end up also saying, "Oh, you're lucky you're in Australia." I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean?
What's
I'm
that
lucky I'm
supposed
in
to-
Australia.
Like, is
When
that a
ever
threat?
since I got here, I still don't feel like I belong here. I'm
Yeah.
lucky I'm in Australia. Do you make me feel lucky to be here? Or do you make me feel like I should keep telling you every time, thank you so much for letting me in here? That's what the stupid Karen lady was saying on Facebook about all these black people should be appreciating us, appreciating the fact that we let them in here. Who's we?
What have you done?
What have you done for
in
your
your-
own country that you're talking about? What have you done?
for the human race for us to say thanks to you? Yeah. Oh God.
Of course, they'll take credit for them letting us in, but like, how
But
did
what
we
did you do?
leave our countries to come here?
Let us in. Did you forget that your ancestors let themselves into our own countries, to the entire continent,
Yeah.
and infiltrated poisoned the water, not water literally, I'm saying poisoned everybody's mind, turned people against each other and whatnot, took over do you forget that happened? And I understand it's not you that did it, but it's still your bloody ancestors. If my ancestors did something, I would still acknowledge it. And you're saying we should be appreciative because we let you in here. You let us in here. Were you at the gate when I came in? Were you the custom that was asking my father question because he was surprised that he could have money? The amount of question they asked him when we were coming in, and it was already a citizen of this country for many years.
Wow.
We should be lucky. I've had
that comment so many times.
Please.
Like, I'm just like, wow. Just look at them, and in my mind, I'm like, what an idiot you are.
Should be lucky.
Yeah.
It must have. Your life must have been better. A lot of times, I just look at her and go.
In my
head,
that's what I do.
In my head, the things that I want to say, I'm just like, they're just gonna see me as an angry black person now.
Yeah.
So,
that's ungrateful.
What's the point? That's ungrateful. I'm just like.
Sometimes I give that mean look, the mean aunt on the wedding. Look, just which says.
But you know what? I'm actually done. Yeah. The next time someone says, which I won't be surprised if it's tomorrow because it happens almost every dang day, but thank God for the pandemic. I mean, let me not say thank God for the pandemic. Thank God for the mask wearing. I haven't been having a lot of freaking idiotic conversation with idiotic, ignorant people. But I'm sure it will happen again. The next time someone says something, I'm going to give them the actual response that's in my mind. Say if you ask me, how long have you been here? Oh, I've been here for as long as I can remember. Oh, it must have been good. Things must have been better for you since you've been here. I mean, are things really better? Are they better for you?
Yeah. I tell you this, like how somebody calls you, where do you come from?
Yeah.
And then I say where I live. I live in.
Yeah. They're like, no, originally.
No. Like, where? I'm like,
I came from God.
No, that's where I am. That's where I drove in the morning. Then I came to work.
I've once had a hook with someone before.
I know.
They asked me where I was from. I said, oh, where? Like, what do you mean? It's like, where are you from? I said, oh, I'm from London, And they're like, oh, really? It's like, yeah. Oh,
and then
when did you
on
move
the
from London? And I was like, I've been here for quite some time now. I quite enjoy it, And like, oh, okay, yeah. and then they didn't know what else to say.
And that's the thing. They never.
Or I said, I'm from I'm from Australia. It's like, really? Yeah, Australia. I was born here.
Is that what you even forgot? Did you forget when we went to Vanuatu?
It
wasn't Vanuatu. It was was it Rome? Where did we go? When we met this Australian couple and they asked us where we were from, and they were surprised when we said Australia. And they wanted us to say where we were from.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was Vanuatu. Okay.
It was.
No, I don't think it was Vanuatu because I was there.
That couple you went in
airport.
Vanuatu, honey.
No, I was there in that situation when they were asking the question.
Oh, it was Rome.
Yeah,
it was Rome
at
the Colosseum. No, it was at the Colosseum. That couple, that lovely, they were actually nice.
I even vlogged it because I got the donuts because I said
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Anyway, there was a couple there anyway that they asked us. The fact that they even still do that outside of the country,
they do
to their and we're supposed to be their fellow Australian, but the minute they see us, they didn't think of us as their fellow Australian, despite us saying we're from Australia. They still don't see us as that.
Born in Australia and your parents were born in Australia.
They don't see you as from Australia.
They're still not going to see you as
Those
Australian.
who have, remember that documentary we saw? The girl that was adopted from Zimbabwe at the age of 5 months or 5 years. I don't remember. And she's been here since then. She doesn't even know her parents. And even in that documentary where they went back home to go and find her parents, they were still asking her question about her accent and asking a question about. I'm like, did you forget the show you are recording?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why are you still trying to get this girl to question her ethnicity or her whatever the other word is when all she's known is Australia? Her parents are white. Yes, her biological parents aren't white, but her parents are white. Why are you asking a question about?
And pretty much all her life started in Australia. So, by the time she started to remember everything, she's in Australia. So pretty much she has no nothing
Memory.
But I bet you growing up, that's all the question they'll be asking is, oh yeah, she did say that when they ask her where she's from, she eventually says Zimbabwe, but she can't say anything else about it because she doesn't know anything else about where she's from. Honestly, guys, I am tired of it all. I'm tired of the whole the disrespect and the whole them acting. And when I say them, if you're not racist, if you don't do all this stuff, it doesn't apply to you. All I'm saying is I'm just sick and tired of these people trying to acting nice, seeing themselves as a very nice person, but yet still having all these kind of ideas and stereotypical whatever it is about black people and ethnic people and whatnot, and yet they still feel like they're a really nice person because they're nice. But anyway,
because we took you in.
Took me in where?
No sense. Be gone.
Yeah, do you really think they're going to take away that first home buyers grant?
Do they want to take it away? Have they been talking about it? I don't think they will.
No, not taking it away.
Reducing it,
yeah. It is still, but because COVID hit, so who knows what's going to happen.
Why would they reduce it?
I don't know, to increase the house prices.
That doesn't make any sense.
But that won't make anyone buy house. Why?
Exactly.
Then the houses
so that's going to hurt the economy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Where did you were the one that told us this. Where did you hear it from? I want to know your source.
I heard it from the news, I swear. From the news.
You don't have to swear. There's no gun in my hand.
Yeah, but that is going to be in July next year. In the next financial year.
Oh my goodness. So buy a house before then.
It's not gospel truth, so don't rely on it. So, yeah.
Hopefully they change their minds because it doesn't make sense to decrease it.
Yeah. Huh?
So hopefully they don't. Hopefully they change
it doesn't
their
make
minds.
sense.
Every time you say doesn't, it sounds like you said does.
It does. Yeah, I'm like Binti.
Yeah, I'm glad I was going to hit you through the phone.
It does not. Okay.
Yeah, don't say it doesn't anymore. Because every time you actually say it doesn't, all I hear is it does. Always say it does not. Speak the proper English as they did in the olden days.
I must not. I must.
Do you remember when? Was it me and you guys?
I want to go and eat.
When we tried to speak. Yeah. We said let's not speak with the apostrophe, let's speak through and through, so thou had comet to my house, to my house, to mine house. So thine house. No, we tried.
It hurts to speak like.
It really, my head actually hurt.
It hurts.
Yeah. My head I actually do try to speak without using the apostrophe, like to say was not instead of wasn't, or cannot instead of can't. But dang, it's hard.
It's hard. I do.
But then you know what? I think during mooting competition, I feel like I actually don't really. I mean, then you realize you need to be a bit proper. You actually didn't really use that.
Professional.
So I was proper in a professional setting. Yes, I have to. Yeah. But
I was so proud of myself.
Actually, what I learned from mooting, when we used
mooting,
every time mooting, every time I
doesn't know how to pronounce mooting.
I wasn't going to pronounce BnB.
I was pulling in the saliva and then everything Anywho, what I meant to say was during mooting, before when I was making a sentence and then I make a mistake, I used to say sorry or
rather.
Yeah, so then they kept on correcting me like you rather say rather. So
don't say sorry.
So that came into my vocabulary like
rather.
So
you say rather a lot actually.
So it's just so
rather.
Now it's smooth, but before I just keep on saying sorry and repeat myself again, but then
Yeah, no, muting it helped quite a lot. Like I really it helped me. I didn't think I could speak in a proper way.
Yeah, same as me.
And to all the stupid racist people, that does not mean we don't know how to speak English. We're speaking without saying wasn't. Can you speak a whole sentence without saying wasn't? Thank you very much.
That's what I meant. You know, in a legal sense, really, because you can't be talking to a judge and be saying I can't. He wasn't.
What was it? I
tried and
we hardly use
it's actually annoying.
As soon as you start speaking in front of people, like
we hardly used
Yeah, you know that actually irritates me.
I don't do it.
It does. It irritates me a lot.
When you're presenting, you hear yourself say it, but you can't stop yourself from
saying like when I'm editing my YouTube videos, I can hear the sometimes, and I cut all the off.
Everything.
I'm like,
I know.
Why are you saying what? And it's not like honestly, it's a natural response from the brain when you're trying to say something, you're like, trying to think. It's your mouth does want to make sounds.
So you better first pausing and recorrect your thoughts and
Did you say recorrect?
But you can't.
Yeah. Oh, rethink or rearrange.
Recollect.
You say recorrect.
Guys, it's been a long day.
Like with that, like it helps you, calm and speak in a clear, concise.
But then,
manner.
When you're nervous, the nerves get onto you that you even forget everything you've been. Okay.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Feel free to let us know or message us or comment on Instagram or whatever if you've had bad experiences with bigot, racist people. And also, if you just want to reminisce, chat us in the DM. Chat us in the DM. DM us, yes. We'll be happy to respond. Chat us.
And sending topics.
Chat us in the DMs. Yes, sending topics as well. Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. You've been listening to Legally Melanin podcast. Once again, my name is Esther.
This is Henny.
This is Liz.
And this is Binti.
Bye. Ciao, Bella.